Hello, my name is Justin, and today we'll be going over how to properly guard and instruct a patient on how to ambulate stairs and curves using axial crutches for non-weight bearing and partial weight bearing gait. Some considerations to think about before performing this skill would be, is the patient strong enough to use axial crutches, mainly in the upper body, to propel themselves forward? What is their weight bearing status? Is it partial weight bearing or non-weight bearing, as that will affect their gait? Are they properly fitted for the crutches that they are using? And finally, have they been taught how to use crutches already on a flat surface? There are 3 techniques that you can implement when using crutches going upstairs with a handrail. The first technique would be to have both crutches underneath one arm, like so. The second technique is to have one crutch crossed and holding here, while your other hand's holding the handrail. And then the third technique would be to place this crutch in parallel with the handrail. Before instructing this skill, we want to make sure that the patient is wearing a gait belt so that will secure them when ascending or descending the stairs. When guarding the patient, you're going to want to stand behind them in stride with one foot forward, with one hand on the gait belt and one hand on the handrail when they ascend the stairs. For partial weight bearing ascension, the patient is going to step up with their unaffected limb first, lean forward, push up through that unaffected limb, and then bring the crutches and affected limb to follow. So, Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
So go ahead and place your hand on the handrail, lift that unaffected limb up, and push on through. Good. You're going to have the same guarding technique as a physical therapist by having one foot forward and then having a wide base of support, and have one hand on the gait belt, one hand on the rail. Then you're going to have the patient bring their crutch down first to the step below them with their unaffected or their affected limb to follow, and followed by their unaffected limb to complete the movement. So, Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So, properly guarding, go ahead and bring down the crutches to one step. Bring that affected limb and followed by unaffected limb. Good. You're going to have the same guarding techniques as before. The patient will be lifted off on one leg, either in a flex position or a limb neutral position, and then they will lean forward, push into their crutches and the handrail, and then bring their unaffected limb up first, lean, push up through that limb, and bring the crutches and affected limb up to that step. So, Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
So, properly guarding, holding the handrail. So go ahead and push through the crutch and handrail and bring that unaffected limb up, and bring up through. Good. You're going to have the patient bring their crutches down first, followed by their affected limb, and then followed by the unaffected limb to complete the movement. You're going to have the same guarding techniques as before. You're going to be in front of the patient, holding on to their gait belt and the handrail. So, Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
Cool. So you're going to hold the gait belt, hold the handrail. You're going to bring those crutches down first. Good. Bring the affected and unaffected. Good. The patient is going to hold one crutch under each arm. You're going to guard from behind with a wide base of support, holding onto their gait belt. With ascending a curve, they're going to, again, lift up their unaffected limb first, lean forward, push up through that leg, and bring their affected limb on top. So, Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and lift that unaffected limb up. Good. Just like the previous movements, you're going to have the patient bring their crutches down first, followed by their affected limb, and then finally followed by their unaffected limb. So, guarding them from in front, this time in stride, holding their gait belt. Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and bring those crutches down first, bring that affected limb, and then the unaffected limb. So what he's going to do, just like before, he's going to lift that unaffected limb up and push through that unaffected limb. Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
So guarding him from behind, holding onto that gait belt, go ahead and lift that unaffected limb. Good. Bring those crutches up. He's going to be descending, bringing those crutches down first, and then bringing that affected limb, followed by the unaffected limb. So, Chance, are you ready?
Yep.
So grabbing that gait belt, go ahead and bring those crutches down first, bring that affected and unaffected. Good. When performing or instructing this skill, you want to make sure just to remember that when you're ascending or going up, you go up with the good, and when you're descending, going down, you go down with the bad, with the crutches first. Then, when you're descending, you also want to make sure that the patient has those crutches out wide enough so that they don't kick it when they're going down the stairs.